This journey to the west will definitely subvert your three views. Sun Monkey is actually a bald man who likes to fight. He is also a snake spirit disease. Xuanzang was actually a beautiful woman and turned into Erlang god when he got angry. Zhu Beiji is still a handsome man and can make Xian Zhangquan's heart rippling. Sand Monk is not only a cowboy but also an internet celebrity. What the hell is this? Such a silly journey to the west. That's why the devil can shoot it. The story begins on a dark and windy night. An old couple spit out bitterness to Xuanzang. Said that the son they picked up turned out to be a monster and began to harm them since they were young. Xuanzang said that he could help them get rid of demons. But the couple were worried that the monster with powerful mana, Xianzang, and a female streamer would not be their opponents. Xuanzang had no choice but to resort to two tricks to prove himself. The first move is the underwear removal technique, the second move is the mantu flying technique. After these two tricks were used, the old couple completely believed. Just then their monster son came back and Xuanzang immediately opened his third eye. She looks like she has two brushes. But who knew that the monster sneezed out the three of them dozens of meters away. Xuanzang relied on the strength of mana to land steadily, but the couple was unlucky. They fell into the cesspool and looked at the 8-foot-tall monster. Xuanzang immediately resorted to taking off his underwear, but the monster did not wear underwear. She hurriedly resorted to the mantu flying technique. Who knew that the monster had finished eating the mantu? Not only was not touched, but also released a huge smelly fart, directly blasting Xuanzang out for dozens of miles. Xuanzang had to resort to a trick. He was very proud when the monster caught the flying stone that was spinning at high speed. At this time, Xuanzang let out a loud cry. The stone absorbed the monster's aura and became bigger and bigger, and soon he couldn't stand being crushed. Xuanzang was worried that the demonic energy had not been absorbed by the stone, so he threw out the Buddha beads and made a knife. This time, I finally finished sucking the monster's chi. His head was also exposed. It turned out to be a monkey. Xuanzang quickly surrounded him with a diamond ring and kept chanting the mantra. Seeing the monster kneeling in pain and begging for mercy, Xuanzang let him go. In order to completely eradicate Cao Houzi's demonic nature, Xuanzang accepted him as his apprentice and named him Yukong, and take him to the west to influence him. The two were stopped by someone passing by a town. The man said that the monkeys are too obscene to go in naked. Xuanzang suddenly realized that she was blind. Didn't find it along the way. She ran to find clothes for the monkey. She just found a small flower. But when he turned his head, the monkey said no. Because he stole the man's clothes just now. The two entered the city and walked into the city. They found an influencer interacting with fans. Don't look at this net red, although she looks a bit girly, but her popularity is very high. With a wave of his fan, the fans immediately felt like they were beaten with blood. Monkey said that this group of people are all sick. He never thought. The master Xuanzang actually fell in love with Hu. It seems that she not only has a problem with her eyes. There is also a problem with the orientation, and the monkey advised her to forget her identity as a monk. Let her be a little more reserved before Xuanzang listens to it before he reacts. So I pretended to be a monk and went to the noodle shop to eat. After eating the noodles, the two found that the noodles are not only delicious and cheap. The taste is also very good, but the strange thing is that no one came to the restaurant. It wasn't until the boss came out that the two found the answer. The boss almost smoked the two to death because of the body odor. In order to accumulate virtue and do good deeds, Xuanzang covered his nose and cast spells to get rid of body odor for him. Who knew the news would be spread? There was an endless stream of people who came to see her for treatment the next day. Xuanzang couldn't refuse, so he had to bite the bullet and accept all the consultations. The monkey ran out for a walk when he was bored. He came to a pub for a drink. In the tavern he saw his bounty. And a bunch of vicious bounty hunter bosses told him. It's funny to hear that a rich man paid huge sums of money to catch his monkey. Finally got someone to fight, he told the bounty hunter. He was the monster they were looking for.